So now let's discuss about data frame and data source API. What is data frame and data source API? How does it work? So in the previous video, we got to know about how does this big data processing will break down the application into many smaller jobs like stages and tasks for what just to parallelize the work, right? So when Spark is going to read the data, it is always reads them into the data frames. So here is the data frame can be represented as rows and columns with defined data types. Each data frame is divided into logical partitions. Here you can see these data frames are divided as logical partitions and which could then be computed by different executors. So what are all the executors are there, those are all will be helpful for to execute all these partitions. So earlier we have seen like how slots or executors will execute the uh, partitions, right? So this gives you that the Spark is having ability to divide the work and creates smaller tasks and execute them in parallel to get the results quickly and easily. So this is how it will work. So when you are sending an application from the source to destination or source to sync, so there are possibilities or the chances to read or transform and writing the data. So not the chances, it is exactly what happens when you are sending an application. So sending an application is nothing but that application will be divided into different fragments that I have already explained, like logically divided partitions. These partitions are nothing but the tasks or stages. So when you are sending an application here, so there are the possibilities of actions like reading, transforming, and writing. So for our project, we know that we need to read our data into data frame so that Spark can parallelize it. Spark provides data source API with data frame reader methods to read the data from a number of data formats including CSV, JSON, ORC, and Paraquet, etc. Once the data has been read into the data frames, they need to be transformed. Then data from API provides a number of transformations and actions to achieve all this. So they range from joining and filtering the data simply and grouped aggregations, as well as also window functions also applicable. So finally the transformed data from the data frames have to be written into the data sync in parallel. So similar to the data frame reader API methods, Spark Data Sources API provides a number of data frames writer methods to write the data into various data formats such as ORC, JSON, etc., like Paraquet. Okay, this is how the data frame API and data source API will provide us to read the method and write the methods from the data source APIs. Okay, so this is what about the Spark data frame and Spark data source APIs. So the remaining concepts I will explain in upcoming videos. For that, please do subscribe.